Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you like the content, hit the subscribe button, leave a like down below. With that out of the way, I want to talk about Ultra Pro Wrestling and how Sam and Hyperfocus Games are doing something really cool for content creators. They're allowing us to cover stuff that they post on their Patreon as long as it's 5 weeks or older. Now, I went back all the way to something they posted in 2023 or early 2024, like January. So I think I'm in the window, and I want to show the Creator Wrestler. Now this is like I said, from the beginning of the year and last year, so it's not representative of what they're at right now. So keep that in mind. So let's go check this out. I'll show you all the little details, stuff that I was hoping was in it, and some stuff I was hoping be a little different. Could be different. We'll find out. Anyway, let's get to this. All right, now if you want his full commentary, you're going to have to go to his Patreon. I'm going to do my own commentary here because it's my channel, and I'll give you the gist. Alright, so right off the bat, and I'm using my DaVinci Resolve to do this. So right off the bat, you got your profile, you got your name, you got your short name, where you're from, your contract, so what company you're with, the music, and entrance. So that's cool. It's all done right here. I like how he has it all in one spot. And he goes through it really quick here. So we're gonna pause a few times. All right, and now let's go to the next one here. Persona. You got your attitude, fighting style, morality, popularity, reputation. This is all stuff for, like, you know, season mode and just how your character operates. Then we got your appearance, attire, moves, traits, social, and conduct. Now, conduct I was a little confused on until he explains it. Conduct is basically the AI of your wrestler, how he acts in the ring. And the reason why all these look the same is because as of the making of this video, he hasn't built all those sections yet. But this is just the baseline of the menu system. So he gives you a breakdown of what everything is supposed to mean in the full video. What's cool about this is you might have AI control, kind of like in Fire Pro Wrestling. Like if he's really aggressive. I know they did that in some of the old Aki games that I've been playing on the channel and off the channel because I've just been having too much fun. I'm like, oh crap, the day's over. I forgot to make a video. But yeah, so this is basically how your created character, acts in the ring during matches and stuff. And then the color wheel. Now I was hoping we'd have like where we can actually change the color wherever we want. But this works really well because, I mean, look how many options are there. There's a lot of options. And he also has skin tones, so you don't have to pick from this just for the skin tones. This will be really helpful when you're trying to match the colors of, let's say, your shorts, your tights, your elbow pads. Let's say you're wearing a shirt, and you want that color to all match, right? You don't have to sit there and try to find a thing. I know in the 2K series, it makes a little save thing right there, but the next time you go in to edit your wrestler, you kind of have to go through a little song and dance to try to get those colors back. Now, in 2K24, they do have a section where it has all your base colors, so they kind of address that in 2K24, but in previous years, you had to go through and you had to do all that nonsense to get it. And now he goes into like the breakdown, and I clipped this all together so it goes through a lot faster. Now, so he went into boots here. Now let's look at this real quick before we go further. So this is a breakdown of all the different like creation mode spots. All right, so we got tone, head, body, height, weight. So this is like the body, controlling the body itself, not the attire. And then he goes into attire, and I skipped ahead a little bit, but it has like your usual head, upper body, lower body, feet, and all that stuff. And he goes all the way into the legs here. So you got your waist, so your pants, your legs, your knees, and your feet. So he goes all the way into feet. And he said once it's all done, the camera will go in to wherever the part's at, right? So let's say you go on the boots. It's going to be just like other wrestling games where it goes down, focuses on the boots, the wristbands, the hair. It'll focus on that. And what's really cool is you can essentially colorize each boot differently or have two different boots on. So that's a really cool little feature. I kind of like that. So you're not stuck just doing, you know, uniform like in the other game. Now this is really cool. This is really interesting. So he has patterns, with multiple color slots, and the decals, multiple color slots. So if I'm understanding this correctly, this means that you can put patterns that will take up the entire boot. As far as I can remember, actually no, I do remember, you cannot do that in the 2K series, and you haven't been able to do it for a very long time. And in fact, in 2K24 for the Create an Arena, in some parts of the arena you can't use patterns anymore. So for the barricade, you can't make a pattern just go across the entire barricade. I don't know why they removed that. Maybe it was just an oops, but you cannot take a pattern and make it the entire barricade like you could in the other games. But what this means is that you can take a pattern, then you can put decals on top of the pattern. So you're not very limited like you are in the 2K games. You can go nuts with this. See, in the 2K games, if you want to make a pattern on a boot, you're going to have to do it manually, and it's going to take forever. I really wish you could just do this, and it just puts it on there. That would be nice. Then we got decals, and he says later on in the video that the maximum color spots for an item is 6. Unless it's a mask or something, because some of the masks have so many colors on it, then it's going to have double layers for colors. So that's really cool. And this is just like a small glimpse of what it's going to look like when you're looking at the different items. Obviously, it doesn't have the pictures up yet, but you can see the boots, and it's each side. So you can have both boots be the same. You can have one boot be different. I think that's really cool. And then he goes through to the body morphing. Now, this is where I'm a little bummed out, but I understand why he had to do this. So he gives you a little glimpse of all the different types, like right away. Boom, boom, boom. We'll probably stop pausing now because now we're going to get through this. All right. And here is a look at the body morphing. Now, what I'm bummed about is that it's all in one. Now, it's 10,000 times better than the 2K games and what they allow, because you literally pick a pre-selected body type and you can change the head size. That's it. This, you can actually control the entire body and what it looks like. But what I was hoping for is, let's say I want huge lats, right? Or just big arms and a skinny body. You know, stuff like that. Huge legs, giant rack, small, certain, each individual body part be able to adjust. But I understand why they're doing it this way, because when you have all these attire parts, I mean, they got like over 100 characters in the base game, and then all the DLC wrestlers that they're trying to add. The reason why they're doing this is because it gives it a base for all those parts to just fit and scale to those limitations of the body scaling. So I'm very grateful that we got this. I just was hoping that we would get, like in the old days, where you can make your arm, one arm huge, one arm tiny, but that's not practical for how all the costume parts are going to fit, and that would take way longer to get the game done. So I am very grateful for this. I just wish it was a little more like in the old games. But in those old games, a lot of the shirts and stuff were basically looked like they were painted on, so they could get away with that. Now the clothing actually looks like clothing and acts like clothing, so that's why they have to do it this way. So I understand. I'm very grateful that we have this much body morphing in it. Yeah, so awesome. Cool. And it gives you a really good idea of like what you can do with it. You can make a big fat guy, you can make a burly guy. I have one concern. Now, he says this is like an early version of it. This isn't the menu we're going to see. It'll be totally different, and it'll just be like a slider, male, female, whatever. My worry is that if it's all tied to just one, like how are you going to get like the perfect male body or the perfect female body if it's all just tied together and it's all weird and morphing and stuff? Man, I feel like with this, after watching it again, I feel like you'll be able to get that look, that perfect look that you want for your character. My only thing was I was really hopeful that we could make freaks. Like I said, like one huge giant arm, one itty bitty arm, or have a giant upper body and tiny little legs, kind of like in Street Fighter 6 where it's really weird. But again, then you throw a monkey wrench in all the attire parts fitting correctly. So yeah, and that would really limit it too, because in Street Fighter 6, there's not a lot of attire parts. I'm guessing it's because the body morphing is so so crazy and lets you do whatever. So yeah, I'm okay with this. I think this is perfect for what we're doing. Yeah, so that about sums it up for this video. I'm very, very excited for this game. And he goes into a little bit of the female body morphing here. He was joking about they're not going to have, you know, nipples, obviously, because it's that would make an adult game. But anyway, I just thought it was funny because he was joking about it. But yeah. So anyway, thank you for watching. If you want to see the entire video, this is like 3 different videos all in one. If you want to go see all the videos with his original commentary and him breaking down everything and explaining everything in perfect detail, go check out their Patreon. There's a 7-day free trial, and if you like the information there, whatever. Keep it, don't keep it. At least you can go check it out. Anyway, thank you for watching, and stay frosty. Also, thank you, Sam.